in. Let's rub our palms. Come into the center, press your palms together, bring them to your heart. Slow down. Breathe slowly. Feeling the information flow in and flow out. Just tuning in to what you need this evening. Just thinking about your own life experience and where you're at and what's going on and how you feel. Slowing down, tuning into the fact that you're safe. You can connect to the light, seeing and feeling the beautiful light of the sun. Maybe you can see that golden sunrise and connect with the healing rays of the sun. We're going to use our breath to draw that light into the body. As you inhale, draw the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Allow it to expand. And exhale the light through the crown like a fountain all around you. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Allow it to expand like a sun within you. And exhale through the crown fountain. One more time. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Allow it to expand and radiate and glow. And exhale through the crown. Clear out your space. Just returning to your easy breath. Feel that light at your heart. See and feel the light within you and all around you. Inhale and hold the breath. Rub the palms. Get some heat, get some light, get some energy. Cup them over your eyes. Feel that energy from your palms to your eyes. Nourish yourself. Exhale. Inhale, hold the breath. And as you exhale, float the palms down. Flutter the eyes open into your space. Open focus. Hello. Okay. If anyone has any questions or is wondering about anything, just you know what to do. Write it in the chat. I have been, again, on a little theme, as you know, this last little while about taking your power back and about deciding what world it is that you want to live in for yourself. And if the choices that you're making are in alignment with the world that you say that you want. And if they're not, you have to decide. You have to think about what you're doing. And you can guess that it has to do with all the world situation and the choices that people are making or not making and the pressure and the guilting and shaming and weird stuff. Like that energy is just not, it just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. And I think if we all were able to just worry about ourselves. Like I'm always saying, you don't have to worry about anything, but just think about yourself. Like take the other out of the equation. If we're going to go to Neville stuff, you know, one of Neville's phrases is, everyone is yourself pushed out. So he means your concept of yourself pushed out. So, you know, I'm using all of this time, all of these things that are happening, all of the things that I observe. And I've said this before, but I'm going to just give another little reminder as I do, that I'm using this time to really, really evaluate my beliefs and what I've been thinking and feeling about the world, about myself, about the world, about others for a long time. And just kind of, we've been allowing the world in this way, you know, like without knowing that is an extension of ourselves. We've gathered all this evidence, we've seen all this stuff, we've made all these stories, And then it's just ramped up. It's just ratcheted right up right now. So we are all, you can do whatever. You can continue to be asleep and, think that that's something crazy outside of you. Or you can think about what I'm saying. You can think about yourself and your beliefs. And if you, like I've been saying, there's one cause. And if you don't know what that means, like some people are religious and that's their God, one God, but they don't usually look at it in the same way. But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are, it's great. But there's one God. There's one consciousness. There's one cause. It's all the same. It's coming from this awareness, this infinite mind, and everything is a part of that. There's no separation from that infinite mind. So if you realize that all of these components are coming together, and for you in your experience, they come together, crystallize, however you want to say it. I like to say crystallize into form based on your level of consciousness, your state of being, your beliefs, all of those things. So you have to think like, my world is, what have I said? A perfect reflection of me. And if you don't like it, like, it doesn't mean perfect, like everything is 100% shiny and rainbows and all that. It means it's perfectly expressed as, like a recipe, or like all the things that I've put into it without even knowing, a lot of times not knowing. I just thought that's the way things are. That's the way people are. That's the way things are. That's the way it works. That's the way the government, that's the way, whatever, So if you think about that, and I've said it before, just think about it. That right there should make you say, wow, yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stories, a lot of beliefs. And what I'm saying, that the next step that most people don't do is change it, is think that they can do something about it. You know what I mean? Because people will say, well, that's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been. That's the way it's going to be. And this is what's going to happen. And I don't really like that. I don't really go for that. I have a lot of people telling me what's going to happen. And it doesn't sound that good. It doesn't sound good what's going to happen. What these people are saying, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. That's why I'm saying mental diet, that I've been, revisiting and reminding us about mental diet, because I don't want to give my precious creative juices to those things I don't want. Like, I just don't want to include them in my conscious. I don't want to give any more evidence, any more juice, any more. Like, I'm aware that I have beliefs and they're not serving me that well, obviously. Look around. This weird ass sci-fi movie we're in. It's weird. Cut, rewrite. You're doing too much. Like, it's not a good one. If we were watching this movie, we'd say, this is the shittiest movie I've ever seen. This is really bad. Like, they're doing too much. Like, what? Like, all this stuff, like, it's just weird. So it doesn't make any sense. And also the freaking storyline doesn't make any sense, So we'd be like, so why are we just kind of like not doing anything about it? Not doing anything about it. I don't mean taking an action. I'm going to clarify a couple things about action, because some people think I'm saying you don't do anything. You just sit on your couch and meditate. And that is absolutely not what I'm saying. But I'm saying what I will say it right now about action. What I am saying is, and I have said it before, and I know maybe we need to say it a lot of times, because these things take a little bit to start to sprout. You have to hear it a lot of times. You have to water the seeds. You have to have a burning desire to know the truth for yourself. You have to have a burning desire for this wisdom, for becoming a master of your reality. You have to have a burning desire for that. But I don't know what other burning desire you would have, because what are you doing? Like I keep saying, what are you doing? This is it. This is it. You got to wake up. This is what you came to do, is to take back your power and create. So the actions that most people are taking are from, again, reaction. Like something's happening over here, I have to do this. Instead of, like I'm saying, we're practicing this buffer space to see something and then stop and not just take the action or tell others what action to take or whatever that is. Just stop and think, what do I want? Like that really is the first question. What do I want? What is wanted here? And that's the step I think we skip over a lot because we think we can't get what we want. I've said it before. We really do. If you think about it, you think, I don't really have any power over this. There's something out there. They're doing that. I can't change that. Those are the rules, it's a law. I can't change it, So you got to get over that because that is the conditioned mind. That is the sensory mind. But we're working on awareness, consciousness, the subconscious mind. And like I said earlier today, the subconscious mind does not care about logic, facts. It doesn't care about any of that. It is impressed by your intention and your feelings about it. The subconscious mind gets to action. That's why what happens is right now, this is good. Look what's happening right now. Feel unsafe or you feel weird, you're not feeling good. And then what is the subconscious mind? That's the feeling, the impression you're giving with a bunch of thoughts, maybe complaining, maybe worry, maybe fear, whatever it is. Then the feelings that go along with that, impressing the subconscious mind. And what does the subconscious mind do? Goes to work for you and finds more evidence. Creates more of that for you in your world. Bingo, it's working perfectly. And we don't catch it because we don't know. We just don't know. I told you, we're a little babyish. We're a little like pre-K, maybe kindergarten. We need to like start moving along our advancement of this evolution of consciousness and the human experience or whatever it is we're having here. That's what's happening. So that's why I'm saying it's super important to watch your reactions and decide what is wanted. Oh, this is a perfect expression of me. My world is a perfect expression of me from my subconscious gatherings of all, the infinite mind, all the stuff on my whole life, and every program and every news and everything and every school stuff, and especially the times when you are emotional about it, especially times when it made you upset or somebody, somebody said something to you or something happened to you and you had a big emotional reaction. That is a deeper impression. I don't know how it really works, but seems to be that is more kind of ready to protect you. Like I've said before, that guy is like trying to keep you safe, but safe is very subjective, and a little faulty, a little wonky, because it's like extra. It goes extra. So then any little thing that kind of seems like that, the guy goes on alert, and then starts gathering more evidence. Hey, like, don't do that. Keep yourself quiet. Like don't go over there. Don't just stay here. It goes loony bins. So it's a process. Like I keep saying, but I think it's starting to sink in. You're starting to catch it that like, okay, I gotta watch my reactions and try not to react. But if I do react, it's okay. Just be aware that I reacted. And again, instead of going off on the reaction and off on the role of the reaction, I'm gonna just pause for a second and decide. Like, is that the best use of my consciousness? Is that the best investment of my energy, my precious creative energy? Is it? And if the answer is no, you know what, don't do it. But a lot of times we just think, I don't know what we think. We just do it, but stop. That's what I'm saying. Stop it. Work on it. Stop it. So then you say, what is wanted? Okay. I want to be free. I want to feel free or whatever. Okay. So what would be something that would imply that I'm free? How does it feel? You start to catch a feeling. Like I said, you could make a scene. You could, I'm saying the same things. I know I am, because everybody says the same things, but you just got to hear it in different ways, right? You could get fluid on the timeline. Like I said, because everything is happening now. Subconscious mind does not know past or future. It knows this now moment. So if you're seeing something you don't like, that's why one of the most simplest tools is I remember when, because what are you doing? You're pushing it behind you on the timeline. You're in the now moment. You don't like it. You say, I remember when this was a little weird. We were in all that weird time with all that stuff. And now I just feel the world is better than ever. You know, I really feel like I can't even believe how well this turned out. You know, but you gotta know you're the operant power. You gotta know that that is possible for your world. But even if you were like a little on the fence about it, okay, what do you got to lose? You don't have anything to lose by doing that, and by working on catching the feeling. You know, and if that one's too big or whatever, I don't know, I'm saying go for it. Why wouldn't you go for it? But if it is, find something smaller, you know, that you think is smaller, even though it's the same energy. It's not like big or small or whatever. It's like, this is your world, your life experience, your universe. So why, you know, just push that stuff behind you in the nicest way, like it's a loving thing. You know, you could revise. I'm saying the same things again, I know. Revise the last year. You could, things that stick out to you, you could see it different. Like you have to, like I've said, play around. You have to get fluid. You have to get limber in your mind. You have to have a limber mind. So when you find yourself resisting something or you don't believe it or something like that, that's a good place to question yourself. Why? What is it? Yeah, because I don't think there's one cause, or I don't think I'm the operant power. Just admit it to yourself. It's challenging, you know, because I've never seen anyone doing this. I've never learned this from anywhere else. Like, this is the first time I'm coming across this in this time, like, kind of like maybe, maybe not. However, also, you know, it's true. At the same time, call your own self out because you know it's true. You know it's true. So you wouldn't be sitting here listening to all this, me rambling on all the time. You know it's true. And there's so much evidence that you already have in your own life for little things, like little things. If we can manifest rainbows and license plates and somebody saying something or sending a text that you want, you know, why can't you manifest your world different? You absolutely can. You just can't freak out. You have to stay persistent. You have to stay persistent, not in a way of desperation, but in a way of, yes, like I know who I am. That's it. Like that is it. I thrive and everyone around me thrives. It doesn't matter what they do. You have to build in all the stuff that you're worried about someone, about something. You have to build it in. Like my family is in radiant health, you know, like whatever it is, you have to really, don't let anything lurk. Don't let anything lurk around and you be in denial about it. That's what I'm noticing, because listen, I had a friend and he was telling me, not I had a friend, I have a friend, and he was telling me about, like, I don't really like to talk about specific stuff that's going on right now because this is timeless information and it's not really specific to anything because it can apply to everything. But I'm saying it because this was a specific story and it was very interesting to me. So he was telling me that he had a friend that didn't believe in any of this stuff that was going on, just didn't believe in it. It was like, I don't believe it, which is fine. You can believe whatever you want. But this is what I'm saying. Most people just say that, but they aren't cleaning anything up here. So they don't really know what they're doing, you know, because what happened was then somebody they know wasn't feeling well and went over for dinner, and he knew the guy that said he didn't believe in anything. I'm bringing this up because these are news stories too that they try to like use as an example when people say, I don't believe in, they were deniers, but they're not disciplined deniers. This is what I want you guys to know, that you can be a denier of anything, but you got to know what the frick you're doing. Can't just willy-nilly it, like, I don't believe in that. But you didn't clean up all the stuff that is like panic or fear, or like all this lurky stuff that is obviously there. because they'll say, oh, they were a denier and then they got sick and then they died. Well, they did not know what the hell. They did not know they were the operant power. That's what I'm saying, because this guy then invited this person over for dinner who was sick. And then this guy got sick, and he was sick for like a while. And then he was like, surprised or whatever. Like he couldn't believe it. Or I think he still was denying something, And I said to my friend, I said, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you believe in it, don't believe in it. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you know that you are the one creating your experience. Because if you don't know that, like I'm saying, I think you caught what I was saying before, is if you don't know that, you're just trying to, pretend, like you're pretending, or you're not going deep enough, is what I'm saying. You're not going deep enough. It's a lower level of consciousness. It's defiant, resistant, like it's all that soupy energy, right? So you can say that, but then you're going to try to what's the word? Like, fake it, like fake the thing, like the person's sick and you're pretending like you don't believe in something. But obviously, like what I'm saying is, if you're not a master, if you don't know how this universe, how your reality is operating, you can't do that. If someone's sick, don't go near them. If you're sick, stay home right now. Because that's what I'm saying. You're not unless you are super aware, unless you are super aware and just know, like, this is how it works for me. I'm good. They're good. I'm good. I don't get sick. Nobody around me gets sick. Like, unless you know that you have solidified your belief system around things, you cannot do that. You can't willy-nilly it like, well, I just don't believe in that. Then you're observing someone sneeze or cough or feel bad or look weird around you, chills. You cannot deny that somewhere inside of you is starting to kick up a little, like, that's weird. They should probably, are they sick? Like, you have some beliefs. We all have programming right now, like especially around now, but even from before. And, I just see things from a different viewpoint, a different level of consciousness. It's not better, it's not worse. I'm just saying I see it from a very broad perspective, and I can see what people are doing. And then when people are trying to use that to say, well, that doesn't work, I'm like, yeah, because that's the level of consciousness. It's not actually an elevated level of consciousness. It's the same level of consciousness, just it's like the opposite spectrum, but it's the same thing. So you get what you get in that way. But the truth is, it is your assumptions, it is your beliefs that make your world, that harden into fact. So most of us do not know our assumptions and beliefs. So again, we're getting these results unawares, like just, like that's how, and then we'll say, well, that's how it works. It's infectious. Things are infectious. The only thing that's infectious is a thought. The only thing that's infectious is energy, is your mind. So if you're around someone that is off and you're not aware of your frequency being on, or who you are, or the strength of your awareness, yeah, you're going to be swayed. That's what's happening. You're going to be swayed by all the different things, a lot of different things. And I'm saying it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work if you're going to deny the evidence of your senses and choose something else. That is something that you have to work on. That's why I'm saying you don't just test it out with like something that's super ingrained. You have to be really aware. You have to know yourself really well. You have to practice a lot about denying the evidence of your senses, meaning you shut them down. see something different, you feel something different, and start getting some results, seeing that something has shifted, that you've gotten a different result in your world before you, and like, you don't need to tell anybody about it either. If you're, if you're yapping your mouth about it, that's also like container, your containment. Just test it out for yourself. Like I've been saying, keep it to yourself. When you want to affect something with somebody else or get a different response, like practice, try to do it with just your awareness, your thoughts. Close it down, go inside, hear something different from them, feel something different from them, see a different message, have a different conversation, and then wait and see what happens. I'm telling you, those ones are easy, I think. I mean, it depends on the relationship you have with the person and how ingrained your emotions are in it. However, I feel like if you can actually do it, if you actually did the discipline to do it, that thing works quick. When you want to get a different response from someone, or a different way for them to treat you, or whatever. But the bigger, like, our bigger beliefs, like what we eat, like our diet, our health, like the health stuff, we know a lot. So we have a lot of beliefs and a lot of assumptions. But then there's also evidence, like I've said, if you really were looking for it, you can find evidence of people defying it all the time. Not defying it like resistant or defying, just elevating themselves beyond that, beyond those fixed things that we believe. Like I said, in those schizophrenic people, in one personality they have diabetes, and in the other personality they don't. It's the same body. How's that work? And other things, heart disease, like other stuff too. How? Or the Dr. Joe, so many testimonials. Just go look on YouTube. Stage 4 cancer, next scan, all gone. Sending you home with your affairs, put your affairs in order. And this person saying, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving here. I'm not done. They do the work, closing, going into the space, going into the nothing. They don't, it's a Dr. Joe method of the meditation, going into the space, going into the nothing, and connecting with a different possibility. It's the same thing. But we even have that plus, because about moving, along this timeline that doesn't really exist anywhere but within us, within our consciousness. Like, it doesn't. So if you want to move things behind you, or go skip over things, not skip over things like they're not going to happen, but what do I always say? I see it as locking it in. Like, I go ahead of it and I lock it in. Like, let's go to June. You can go and feel what June feels like. You feel the energy of June. What does June feel? What does July feel like? Canada Day, or, we've got some different things. And then you go there and you lock it in. You say, like, wow, I've had the best 2 months, or I've had the best 3 months, or whatever it is. You got to play around. And then but you know what you're doing. So it's kind of exciting, because you're like, I'm locking it in. So now, from between now and then, I'm pulled along the timeline and back to action. I wrapped it back around without on purpose. I don't know how. But the action is, you will be, like I've said, you'll be led to take, and the action you need to take is automatic. Like, you can't even really come up with it. That's why you should stop trying. And people kind of like get resistant, because they're like, you got to do something. You have to, in order for a change to happen, you have to do something. Yes, you do. And guess what? You will be led to do that. Don't worry about it. That's a hard part for most people. And I'm telling you, if you actually did it, if you actually practiced, because that was a thing. Did I post it? I don't even know. This free will, like the illusion that there is some kind of free will. There is no free will. The free will is to decide. The free will is in your mind to choose an ending, or to choose a desire, or to go to use your free will to pick one of those infinite desires. that come to you. But after that, that thing is the seed with all the plan for its fulfillment already built in. So you're going to be led along whatever that is. The little sprout comes out, you're going to go over here. The little leaf comes out, you're over here. You talk to the little bud comes out, you're talking to this person. I'm just making it like correlate. You see, the thing's going to sprout. And you're going to be led along the timeline and do whatever it is you're going to have to do to fulfill that end. So get to practicing. I know you are, but just I hope that that's another rounded, filling in the things. And, okay, so action, you see what I'm saying? The first action is here. If you're not doing this action, the mind and the emotion, like this is just, like moving one thing from here to there to there. It's not really doing much. It could look like it's doing something, but it's not going to last. You have to lock it in with your mind. Okay, so that. And also like what I was saying about whatever someone's believing, whatever they're believing, just stop it. Just leave them alone. Just leave everybody alone. Stop judging people, I'm saying it to myself too, because like I said, I really thought people were smarter. I really did. But I have a belief system. I have a belief system my whole life. I have had a broader perspective, and stuff didn't make sense to me, which I'm sure a lot of people had the experience. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense here. It doesn't make any sense. And then most people just go along with it. But I had a hard time going along with it a lot. I had a hard time. It was a little bit difficult sometimes, because I just would question, it didn't make any sense. Now, I'm not doing something that doesn't make sense. Just, if you can't make it make sense, if I can't correlate, I don't need to do it. I'm not going to do it. So that's been me. So I'm saying, I think, again, I've gathered evidence all my life saying, people don't really get it. The masses of people kind of do stuff that's weird to me. Enslaving yourself in a system for bills and houses and cars and it doesn't seem that fun, and I'm not saying those things are bad. I'm just saying the way that most people go about it doesn't seem like it's that enjoyable. Seems like we're a slave to the system, and doesn't jive with me. So I'm saying I've been looking at my beliefs and my gathered evidence that has gone unfiltered into me through my whole life, and what this is now out picturing as. I think people are kind of, going along with stuff and still doesn't make sense, but even on a grander level. So I got to work on it. I'm working on it. That everything is harmonious and people are aware. We have heart-centered leaders and things make sense. And of course, there's infinite resources. There's infinite resources here, infinite. And so it's used in a sustainable way for everyone, that kind of stuff. Just starting to, and I've said it from the beginning, I was saying this, but then we kind of easily can fall, we kind of can fall back in because it's quite strong. And, we've been, again, gathering our evidence all this time. So it seems really real. It seems really real. But if you're saying, I'm not saying it's not real for this experience. I'm just saying that it's mutable. No matter how fixed it seems, it's still energy, still all energy. That's actually scientific fact. So it's still all energy. So what does that tell you about you? I'm the one keeping it in place by my focus, by my awareness, by my belief system. I'm the one keeping it in place. So who can change it for me? Me. There's nowhere to go but you, but inward. And then have fun. Some of us are having fun, try to have more fun creating things, doing little things. There's some good stuff how to do. But for the bigger things that are kind of weighing on us, but I just do really want to say, when you find yourself wanting to judge or think that people, like I've been saying, think that people should do something. to make it easier or whatever. Stop, just drop it. Like really drop it. Just focus on yourself and your end, whatever the end is. And don't worry about telling anybody or telling them what to do. Just decide if you want the world in a certain way, it's your world, it's your prerogative, it's your experience. If you want everyone to do something in your world, just envision that. You don't need to convince, you don't need to tell people, just feel it within you and go with that. That's just the better way. Because what I've been saying is, and I think I said it last week, and when I rant and stuff, just what are you contributing? What are you putting into this infinite mind? Like, are you contributing to that division? Are you contributing to that divide and conquer? Are you contributing to that judgment, to that waviness, that wobbliness? Like, you are when you do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's just doesn't serve you. Just, you think it's serving you somehow, or it's going to serve the world or whatever, but it's not the right energy. It's not the right energy. And if you want to share stuff with people, if you want to share something with someone, if they ask you, if they ask you, can say something and be loving. Like I'm saying, what do I always say? You can never go wrong with love. You can never go wrong with being loving. And if you don't feel like you could be loving in the moment, then just don't. Just let it go, or walk away, or say I gotta go, or just cut it off. Just don't do it. Don't add to the chaos, or add to the fear, or the anxiety, or the worry, or the judgment. Just ask yourself, am I adding to that in some kind of way? Because if you want it to clear up, you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop judging people and what they're doing or not doing. You got to know where to go to shift it, to switch it. Because look around, like that is what's going on. And if you want something to be coherent, harmonized, but you're being other than that, how do you expect different? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And when I'm observing this, and I said before, and I've said many times, that divide and conquer is an old trick. It's an old trick. Divide and conquer. I hope it's ringing some bells. Like, you don't want to do that. Don't divide and conquer within yourself. It is one consciousness. It is God playing all the parts. Source, awareness, consciousness, playing all the parts. You don't have to love all this stuff that's happening. You don't have to love all the people like in the physical world. You don't have to be their friend. You don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to talk to them. But inside of yourself, having a love for life, a love for this experience, a love for the opportunity for everyone to have their expression, just like you like to have your expression. And then when you know what you're doing, and when you know what to do in your world, in your experience, you don't, like I've said so many times, you don't worry about the rest of them. Because you know in your experience, you're going to make it harmonious. You're going to make it show up good. You're going to make everyone start to come on board. But if you keep, you're just doing it to yourself. Like I always say, just doing it to yourself. So just bringing some more awareness, please. And, the last thing, you have to do a few things every day. Like you have to, you can't just like let it ride, you have to tune in every day. If you don't have time, make time, connect to the sun, do the sun breath, or just put your hands on your heart and breathe, or put your hands on your solar plexus and breathe in your belly, or write some things down, what belief am I going to be aware of today with me, or what thought and what emotion would I like to stay connected to? What is my state of being? You got to switch it up. Like I said, this is very, very quick and gets bored, and you have to keep it engaged. You have to keep yourself engaged, and just watch, the falling into the stuff. You have to keep yourself engaged. So you got to do a few things every single day. And I know a lot of you are. Just keep it up. and through the day. Like, you know, if you could do it in the morning and in the night, but if you even could put a little alarm in there for the midday at your lunch or whatever it is, just checking in, what is my state of being, and just resetting yourself, even if that's 3 breaths, 5 breaths, it doesn't matter. But just, yeah, it's loud. It's loud out there. The sensory world is real alluring, you know? Like I said, it's very like, seems like that's what's it. But if you know where it's coming from, that's more alluring. It should be more alluring to go within you. And you know, we're just trained to go out here and get that satisfaction, gratification, whatever it is, escape, numbing, you know. And if you're taking something out there to try and do something to you in here, again, just question that. Why am I doing this? Why am I taking this? Why am I saying this? Why am I calling this person? Why am I messaging? Whatever. Why am I eating this? Just be aware. I think it's going to do something, soothe me. I need this pill to soothe me, or whatever it is. Just call yourself out. I'm not telling you what to do or don't do. Just be aware of what you're doing and why. And then you'll see you're ascribing the power to something outside of you. And if you're not doing it as a natural extension of your state of being, just don't do it. Just check it out. Just see what happens. You're going to be fine. Just decide that I have everything I need within me. If I'm going to take something or take an action, it's because it's a natural extension of my radiant health and it feels good, feels in alignment with me. And if that's the truth, okay. And if it's not the truth, just check it out. See if you can not do that. Okay, we're just going to soothe ourselves a little bit because, like I said, we got to do something. It's good to just release. And so let's do more because that is a good one. Practicing the feeling of discomfort, stretching yourself, and then practicing the feeling of relief when you let it go. Catch the feeling, catch what you're doing, stay focused, open focus, tongue is up, smile a little bit. Relax your nervous system. You're safe. I'm safe. Then you're going to inhale deep into your chest and hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Stretch, feel the light, more light. Dissolve a little bit more. You can do it more. One more. Now hold it. Squeeze that root lock. Pull up from the underside. Pull everything up into the brain. And exhale, relief, relax, enjoy, feel it. Good. Again, inhale deep and hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more, a little bit more. Try to expand to your sides more. Find some space in the back more. Upper back more. Front of the body more. One more. Hold. Squeeze it up. Squeeze that root lock. Bring it up into the brain. Activate yourself. And exhale, release, relax, relief. Inhale one more time. Deep. Hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Dissolve more, soften more. Even if you're not breathing, just feel that expansion more. One more, one more. Now hold it, pull root lock, close your eyes, go inward, up, up, up. Bring that energy up into your brain, into the space all around you. Magnetic, radiant, strong. Exhale, gracefully relax, relief, breathe, relax, eyes closed. See if you can feel, catch the wave of bliss, of relief, of satisfaction. Good. Looking straight ahead, suck the tongue up. Put a little pressure on the palate. Look at the tip of your nose. Breathe. Click the tongue off. Swallow that healing saliva. Stick the tongue out. Look at the third eye. Tip your chin. Come back to center. Fingertips together, plug your nose, looking up, inhale. Puff the cheeks, tip the chin, hold pinky to the sternum, reach your elbows long and wide away from each other. Center, exhale. One time reset, close it off and pop your ears when you're done. Looking up. When you're done, just sitting quietly. Good, let's just do a couple minutes of 4, 4, 4. 4. Box breath. Let's do heart mudra. Fold the index finger down, thumb to the middle and ring finger. Stretch that pinky finger long. Go on your knees or your lap. Inhaling forceps, even sips. Hold the breath. Exhale, forceps out. Hold it out. Take your time. Just get yourself balanced, calm. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, 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 hold. Exhale, 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 exhale. Hold it out. You're going to go on your own. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms. Inhale some more. Hold it, shake your wrists. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sitting quietly. Just feel the shift within you. Feel yourself calm and balanced. Bring your hands on your heart, just tuning into yourself, tuning into your state of being. Calm confidence, the knowingness. Get excited. Get excited to decide and to go to work within you, to change your beliefs, be willing to let go of that old stuff. Fully let go, forgive, let go. Just step into that expanded version, that new life, full of harmony and coherence and love and light, so bright. Starting with you. My world is a perfect expression of me, a perfect reflection of me. Bring your hands to prayer. Staying tuned into the feeling of relief, of satisfaction, of quiet, of calm, of balance, of ease. So much ease. Being aware of what you are taking in, what you allow into your awareness, what you indulge, aligning your inner speech and your outer speech in an uplifting way, in a life-giving way. Always, always, always. Inhale to begin. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Inhale. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Inhale. Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening.